What up, Houston Astro fans? Oh, hottest team in June, hottest team in baseball right now. Both
Hell
500.
yeah.
It's been a crazy ride. Um, Injuries, young players stepping up, players that we didn't expect to step up, and
Thank God they stepped up.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of questions still. It looks like you're competing for the AL West. It looks like you're competing for a wild card playoff spot for sure now. Now, there's still a lot of games left, about what, 70 plus?
If they give us first place in this division, they're not getting it back. I
Yeah.
can tell you that. Like y'all should have closed the door on us, and y'all didn't take the opportunity, and we fuck around and pulled our head out of our ass. So I think the division's doable in 2 weeks. To be honest with you,
Yeah, it seems that way.
Um,
maybe this week if they want to fuck around and find out.
try to look at the standings. I know
We're down
we,
3.5. No, no, no. Is it 3.5? Yeah, I
yeah,
think it's three and a
three,
half. Three
three,
because we won
three
today,
now. Yeah, because we won today. So,
and I think they still playing. So we'll see.
yeah. So 43, 41. They're 47, 39. The only one behind us is Rangers, 38, 46.
Fuck the Rangers.
It seems like they're going to be sellers
True.
coming up. Hunter Brown pitched today, 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 0 earned runs. Has had 8 straight quality starts.
Straight up the MVP for the Astros in June. Like I want to give it to Jordan because he was fucking doing his thing, but it's Hunter Brown, bro.
Yeah, he decided to stop fucking up finally.
He pitcher with a sub 0.30 ERA in a 5 star span in Astros history. Hunter Brown is now in there, 2024.
Hunter Brown is. You know what Hunter Brown is? It's proof that it's not the coach and it's the players why we were bad. Because he started out kind of bad, and I think they fixed him because he kind of felt like he was disappearing for like 2 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And he come
Yeah,
back, and this motherfucker remembered that he can throw a fucking sinker, a two seam fastball, and ever since he has, they haven't been able to touch him, and that shit rubs off because Arrighetti did it. He got 10 strikeouts against the Rockies, so it's like okay, so if the coaches can make Blanco look like he's the fucking ace, and Hunter Brown and Arrighetti look like there are 2 and 3. That's good coaching to me. So Fromber, what's your problem? Verlander, what's your problem?
yeah. Like Verlander, you could go to a little bit of old age. Doesn't have the stuff anymore, but still, it shouldn't be as bad as it's been. Framber, y'all know how I feel about Framber. I don't. I think it's not his skills that I don't like. It's him of not having the huevos to do still. He
Fair play.
don't have he don't have the that like if he was a cheaper pitcher, then I'd be like, all right, cool. But you were paid to be the ace, and these
Mm-hmm.
guys are out performing you.
He's about as sensitive of a player as I can remember as having, to be honest with you.
I was gonna say he's supposed to be the ace, and he's just not doing shit for
He
the most part. He'll come out, have a decent game, and then just shit the bed.
The fucked up part is he don't really give up shit except for walks.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So why are you doing that?
we blamed Diaz at a point, but then it's like even with Caratini, he was doing the same thing. It's like
Fucking
that's
Caratini, man. Like I know we shit on that motherfucker, but he might have the hottest bat on the planet right now. It's like, damn it, we really need you to do that, but there's something inside of me that didn't want you to do that because it makes my case a lot stronger.
oh for Diaz,
Yeah,
Diaz
bro,
or
he's fucking hitting, son.
yeah, Diaz, yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's what I thought he meant.
He's had I think like 8, 9 games now in a row or
Yeah,
something like that.
No,
Well,
yeah,
like yeah,
he's double digits, bro. He's clear into the teens, I think. That dude is fucking. He's batting cleanup. He batted cleanup today. Imagine that. We moved you down to like 8 3 weeks ago, and now you're batting fourth.
and
that's
I mean he's. I just needed them all to do it.
That we're doing all of this without Tucker.
Forgot about that. He's been injured this whole time. And we have so many
Mm-hmm.
injuries. I forget who's injured and who's not at this point. I just kind of watch the game and enjoy it
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
guys are stepping up. Loperfido, Duvon. Like, I mean, this is about the time though when teams get
Cabbage.
injured and the guys are starting to play its part. I mean, Altuve got, of course, kicked off last game against the Mets, so he got a day off.
I feel like them young dudes are really responsible for a lot of the momentum build. So they should get to play. You know what I'm saying? Loperfido should be playing. Cabbage should be playing. Dubon should be in the lineup. So I ain't tripping because Dubon might be becoming my new favorite Astro.
So Chandler Rome had an article about Hunter Brown
Okay.
of two Astros that helped him turn it around this season. It says Ryan Presley let Hunter Brown vent on the plane ride home from Kansas City. Alex Bregman explained to him why a sinker would be beneficial and encouraged him to throw it. Hunter Brown listened to both of them, and
I just said
I
the
know.
same.
I'll just
No, 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 I'm not
reiterate.
saying.
Yeah,
I was like, it's a parent. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we're giving flowers. I mean, Blanco has been the ace of the team, even though it's not who we want to be. But keep it up, bro. Spencer Spaghetti.
I laugh my ass off from Blanco pitches, bro, because he's too dumb to know what he's doing. Like he's too dumb to realize he's doing that good. Because as the game goes hard on, he throws harder and harder to the point where you have to stop him. Like I know you're 7 hitless innings, but I got to stop you because you might blow your fucking elbow out in the eighth. So chill, bro. He's just like, okay, okay.
It's crazy because he has. If it was a big name, if that was Fromber, Verlander, or something like that, he'd be getting All Star votes easily.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
But I get why he's not going to get the credit for it, and
I
it's
don't.
fine.
I honestly don't. Like, I
Yeah,
can't agree with that statement. But I also believe that there should be an Astros pitcher there, considering what our numbers were in June, and it should be Taylor Scott.
yeah, baller.
Check that dude's numbers. That watch this dude come in, and he's not scared. He reminds me a little bit of what Hector Neris was. We just don't use him like we had more confidence in Neris for high leverage shit, and Stanek. This guy hasn't earned that shit yet, but on a playoff run, Taylor Scott's your guy.
I like it. And
South
Presley looks like
Africa.
he's got his shit together. Hater looks like he's got his shit together. Um, I mean, Myers. There's a lot of names on the team that have stepped up. But trade deadline's coming up. It's July. July is the month where trade deadline. You start to get All Star news. You get the news on Garcia. You get the news on Lance. You start getting a lot more stuff coming out. Should the Astros make a trade if they're in the hunt for the AL West, or should they just stay pat, ride it out?
I'm only trading for a pitcher, a starting pitcher, but I can't give up a lot for it.
I was gonna
I
say the
almost
only
have to
thing.
be one of those situations where I'm willing to take on a bad contract to fuck around and find out if that pitcher got something. Because I can't afford to give up the farm because there's not much farm left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we've been
Old
there.
McDonald had the farm, but now we just have the E, not the EIEIO. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
you just have nothing to spend. You can't spend
No,
money you don't have.
no, no. I mean, I'm cool with the pitcher. There's a few names out
I
there
mean, it's
from
apparent we have the talent to win, bro.
yeah. And luckily, when it comes to national media, all the trade ideas they give us are always terrible, and we never do them. They're never an Astros trade. So reading the ones and the names that I've been reading, of course, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is the name that we've been linked to this whole time because we need a first baseman. We need a first baseman. So the one I did find was a three-team trade where Astros received Vladimir Guerrero from Toronto,
Mm-hmm.
right-hand pitcher Chris Bassett from Toronto,
Mm-hmm.
outfielder Karameyer,
Kevin Killmeyer.
yeah, Killmeyer from Toronto, and left-hand pitcher Parker Messick from Cleveland. Now, Cleveland gets shortstop Bo Bichetti,
From Toronto.
left-hand pitcher Yoshi Kikuchi,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
catcher Danny Jensen, and outfielder Colin Barber from Houston. And of course, then you get the Toronto Blue Jays received right-hand pitcher Christian Javier, outfielder Chase Dulauder, number one prospect from Cleveland, outfielder Jacob Melton, Houston number one Astros prospect, uh, shortstop Bryce Matthews, are Houston's number three prospect, right-hand pitcher Daniel Espino, Cleveland's number four prospect, and right-hand pitcher Jake Bloss.
You're. I'm a pass.
That's
No, no,
that's
thank you.
so much of our fucking.
It's
That's
because
so
what
much
they
of our
project.
prospect.
It's because of the Vlad Guerrero projection, but
Yeah.
like you're getting production from first base with Dubon. Like stupid ass Singleton hit a home run yesterday, so like you're getting enough production from. I'm not trading Christian Javier.
Bloss is probably gonna be a pretty solid starter in a couple of years. I
We
mean,
liked him. He did
within the next
really
year,
good.
if he
He
can
blew
stay
his
healthy.
shoulder out for us.
That's what I was gonna like. If he can stay healthy,
I
he
was
could
about to
be
say
solid.
already blew his shoulder out, but to me, I'm keeping you on the main roster. I'm never sending you down, and I'm never bringing Urquidy back up. So there's my instant fucking replacement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care
I'm
for
not,
Javier.
dude. I'm not, bro. I'm not making that trade. The only way I could make that trade is if you're 1,000% sure that Christian Javier was a flash in the pan, which I fucking failed to believe because the dude threw a fucking no hitter in the World Series. Uh, but you better have a lot of stock in Luis Garcia if you make that trade. Like you better believe it, like hell that Luis Garcia is something.
So you're basically switching them.
Yeah, because that's going to be your replacement. It just doesn't make sense to trade a starter for somebody
I
for
mean,
and not get nothing
he
back.
is getting Tommy John, so he'll probably be out maybe all next year.
I don't give a fuck, bro. I know how good that guy is. Like on our World Series run, bro, I had more confidence in him than probably anybody, and that was our best bullpen ever.
So you're gonna hold him until 2026?
I fucking held Lance McCullers stupid ass this long. Why not? Why not hold the one with talent for less money?
Yeah.
Because you could trade him.
I'm not
Trade
doing it.
McCullers.
If I absolutely needed that first base spot filled, I would do it. I get it by your logic, but it's not like you're getting nothing from first base.
No, I get it. I don't like Vladimir. Like I don't. He's a dude can hit home runs. Don't get me wrong. In Minute Maid, he crushed balls outside. Him and Jordan would be fun to watch. Like good luck.
Houston has a
But
shitty fucking track record about bringing people in just to hit home runs. It
yeah,
never works out for us. I don't like that. Don't do that.
no, yeah, I know. But I don't want that anyway. So I feel like if I'm sticking with my guns, if we're going to get a trade, I want a starting pitcher.
Yes. Yes.
Because I know when it comes to the playoffs, just like the year we beat Philly, pitching beats
I'm
offense.
gonna be honest with you, and I use that term starting pitcher very loosely because I'm just gonna I want a pitcher that I can confidently have available to me to eat up it 4 innings. Like just say you do start Arrighetti in the playoffs and he has a terrible fucking inning in the third. I want somebody that I can yank and be like, settle this down.
Save the bullpen.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what Christian Javier used to be for us.
that's what Lance McCutcheon. No, I was kidding.
Nope, not at all.
I don't know. I'm thinking they're gonna make a trade for a pitcher and starting pitcher, relief pitcher, and somewhere down the line. I mean, you get some health back, but you've lost J.P. France, you've lost Christian Javier, you've lost Jose Urquidy. Those are three big, crucial pitchers. Um, Even with whatever the hell you're gonna get from Lance, Garcia's
Not a
coming
damn
back.
thing.
Forrest Whitley, if you still believe in that shit, then I mean, you
Not at all.
probably still believe the Cowboys are going to win a Super Bowl one day. But um, it's just difficult. But with the sellers, I mean, there's going to be names out there, I'm sure, that we can get for something. And we have hearing that Joey Loperfido is the future of the outfield makes me really start to think that somebody, if it's a good enough pitcher, could be on the outs.
Yes.
Now, it's going to suck because I do like Chaz and I do like Jake, but there's too much. Loperfido's too good not to play. And with
He
Cabot,
put us in a weird ass spot because you're too athletic to play first base. Like I can't waste that athleticism at first base, so you have to play the outfield where we're already loaded.
I mean, we did see what's his name.
I mean, it's a good problem to have, I guess.
I was gonna say these are the problems that are good to have.
The rich stay rich had.
No, 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 don't say that because just our fucking luck, we'll either trade Chaz or fucking or
Jake.
Jake Myers, and the whatever one we keep ends up sucking.
Yay!
Or ends up hurt with the way the Astros.
Yay! This
Because
year.
Houston will fuck around and do something like if I mean Trey Cabbage is a thing, something I think they would dangle out there, bro. Because he's a really good player and he's young, and a team would want him.
I mean, they traded Corey Jolks already, so you know they're willing to trade outfielders like that. So, which I'm cool with. I mean, Jake Myers has some amazing saves, the World Series save, and all that stuff. I mean, Chaz McCormick has those, yeah, and Jake Myers has been phenomenal in defense this year. So it's difficult, but I know that if one of you gets traded, it's because you believe in Kyle Tucker, you believe in Dubon to play out there if you need to, you believe in what you extra have.
I don't know if it's blind faith or not, bro, but I just feel like the lineup kind of played it like it settled itself. If it was me, I'm splitting time between Chaz and Jake in center. Lopperfiddle's he's my full left fielder. Tucker's my right fielder. Jordan's my DH. Dubon, you're my first baseman. So you can either keep Singleton as your backup or you can go get another backup first baseman. You can even trade Singleton.
Kind of like when we got Trey Mancini. Like,
Exactly.
yeah. Do we need another catcher?
No.
Or Salazar can hold that spot?
Yeah, I think you have three. Like I don't know if Salazar. You don't know what Salazar is capable of, like the pressure of the playoffs.
Yeah.
I fucking like that dude though. He's good. I don't know if I can entrust him to be a starter, but
Come in for like a few innings if you need it.
well, it'd be one of those things where like you're probably there for defensive. I'm gonna have if it was like a true playoff game, I'm gonna deal with Giannis bullshit until I can't no more behind the plate, and then when I need the defensive stop, I'm gonna have to put you in and either move him to DH or something.
Yeah. All right. Y'all get one position to trade for. Who y'all going for?
One position to trade for.
Starting pitcher.
Starting pitcher.
I'm just calling for a pitcher. It don't need to be a starter
I'm gonna be greedy.
per se.
Sonny Gray. No, just kidding.
I mean, I'm down for that. That's a starter, but like, what do you give it up for it?
Look, I'll give you guys Lance and Forrest Whitley and
Like the
Jose.
Lorenzen kid from the Marlins, you probably got a better shot at that one, and he's a
No,
lefty.
yeah.
But
There's gonna be a few names. I mean, even if they go and get like a person struggling,
that's my point. Like, it's like, do you trade for a pitcher or do you wait for people to start getting cut?
I would do both. You have space. I mean, you could move some. I mean, with all the damn injuries. I mean, no offense, Jake Bloss, but if I get a quality veteran that I could bring in, I'll probably send you back down until I can get an extra spot.
Well, you know, your playoff roster is going to be a little different than your regular season. So
We could go get that dude at first, Jose Abreu. Never mind.
he had me until he didn't.
There would be a few names out there. Like, I mean, when we got Trey Mancini, I didn't expect to go and get him. Like, I'm trusting Dana and Joe Spada to figure it out. I mean, you know what's working. You can
I
see
believe in my heart, bro, that there's enough talent on this team to win a World Series. If they play it's all it took was them to get their shit together and play the way they should. They had the best month in June.
seeing Altuve go crazy and throw his helmet down, that's what I need to see.
Bro, the fucking best team in baseball just came to your house and you punch him in the fucking mouth and then in the eye. Like we fucked the Orioles up. Like for real, we controlled that. And if that's the best the league has to offer and we're playing that way, we could beat anybody. You know what I'm
Playing
saying?
that way without Kyle Tucker, with that.
Yes, without Verlander. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like we can play. That's what I'm saying. Like don't panic. We might not have to make much of anything.
If anything, at least relief pitching. But
Yeah,
I'm cool going in with what we have. If we stay pat, I won't be mad. I like what we have.
I
Um,
want to agree with that. But I think you and I both know that if we don't make one move, then we're gonna bitch.
yeah,
Just
no,
because it's more fun.
I will. I'll be like, this is boring.
Yeah, if we would have did something at the fucking deadline, we would have won a World Series.
Well, we're coming for you, Seattle.
I'll give it. What's today's date? The first.
1st of July.
By the 10th, the Houston Astros are in first place. I don't even know if we how many games we got between now and then, but by the 10th of July, Houston Astros got first place of the AOS, and we don't give it back.
I mean, you got the Blue Jays still. And
We
then
got
you play
four
the
against them.
Twins.
Okay, okay.
And then by the 9th, you'll be playing the Marlins. So it's
Oh.
very doable. And then the Rangers by the 12th,
Come on.
and then July 16th, All-Star game. So by then, you could probably have the division.
I would be very disappointed if you don't have unless they win every game between now and then.
Yeah.
Like, we can't stop that, but
Yeah.
they have such a hard time scoring.
Yeah, they're
Houston's
doing-
scoring like that, playing small ball, bringing runs home. It puts pressure on them to put runs up, and we're not
They're
even playing them.
Well,
Yeah, I think-
Houston, do we make it? Do we get wild card? AL West? Are we?
The Kings are coming for the throne.
They're as hot as the summer heat right now. Keep
Fuck
it up.
this.
It's only going to get hotter in August.
Don't remind me.
Well, for the Astros, it'll be good. For us over here, it's going to be terrible.
But
But
say fucking hot.
that being said, Houston, much love. Stay hydrated. Astros, keep it up. If you make a trade, just trade Lance. Other than that, we're out of here, Houston.